My dears, you all are welcome to my YouTube channel, Maths Master Saman. I am the Maths Master Saman. Today onwards, I am releasing a series of videos on mathematics, covering all leading syllabus streams in the world. My YouTube channel is purely for the purpose of providing mathematical knowledge to the whole world. So therefore, stay with my channel and subscribe it and press the bell icon also to have the notifications once a video is uploaded. Today's video is translation transformations. Now, to start, first of all, we have to look at what transformation is. What is a transformation? Transformation is a change in shape, size, position or direction of an object or a figure. What is transformation? Transformation is a change in position, shape, size or direction of an object or a figure. That is what transformation is. Then this translation is one type of transformation. There are many types of transformation that we'll be discussing in relevant videos when we come to those types. Now today's our topic is translations. Then translation is one type of transformations. In translation also what happens is a change of position, place, change of position actually. There's no change of shape or size or any direction. It's a change of position. Then what is the translation? Translation is actually translation maps all object points onto corresponding image points along parallel straight lines which are equal in length. Translation is mapping all object points onto corresponding image points along parallel straight lines which are equal in length. So translation is the type of transformation that maps all object points onto corresponding image points along parallel straight lines which are equal in length. So I will illustrate this definition when I come to examples. Now another important point is when we speak of translations, when we study translations, another important point is the translation vector, because the translation can be described by the translation vector, because the translation occurs by a vector. The translation vector is a column vector. It's a column vector. What is a column vector? Sometimes you may know. If you do not know, you can learn it today. Column vector is a column of two numbers. Column vector is a column of two numbers. It's something like this. Column vector. Column vector is very important in discussing translations because this column vector translation occurs on a column vector. Then column vector is something like this. Is a column of two numbers. Let's say this A, B. A is a number, B is also a number. This is a column vector. Then this A represents rightward or leftward movement. If this one, if this is positive rightward movement, rightward movement. If negative leftward movement. If negative leftward. Right, now this B represents upward or downward movement. Then this one if positive upward movement, upward movement. But if negative downward movement. Right, we will take an example. Let's say 4 minus 6. What do we mean by this? Here look at this rightward movement. See, This top value represents leftward or rightward movement. If the top value is positive, it is rightward movement. Then look at this one, -6. This bottom value represents upward or downward movement. If the bottom value is negative, it's a downward movement. Then if what is the compound effect of this, or the collective effect of this, is joint effect of these two numbers, two digits, is top value positive, rightward movement, and bottom value negative, downward movement. That means move 4 units rightward and 6 units downward, like this. That's what it means. We will take another example. Say -5, 3. What do you mean by this? Top value also represents rightward or leftward movement. Bottom value represents upward, so downward movement. Top value is negative, means leftward movement. Top value is bottom value is positive, means upward movement. Therefore, what is the collective effect of this? The move leftward by 5 and upward by 3, something like that. So that is how we will go for illustrations. Then we can illustrate this column vector, because it is important to gain ability of handling these vectors to find the image of translations. Now let's say this vector 2, 3, this vector 2, 3, this vector 2, 3, these 2 and 3, 2, 3. Then look at let's say the starting point is say look at the top value is 3, positive 2. That means rightward movement, move rightward by 2. Bottom value is positive 3. That's a move upward by 3. That means you have to move from a rightward by 2, upward by 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here. This is the position. Then that is, you can illustrate that vector like this with a line. Right. Now next one, look at this vector. This is -3, 4. -3, 4. -3, 4. Top value is negative. Top value is negative, means leftward movement. It says move leftward by 3 units. Then bottom value is positive. That means move upward by 4. Then your starting point, let's say A here. Then top value is -3. Move leftward by 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bottom value is 4, positive 4. That means you have to move upward by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Then it goes like this. This is the starting point A. From starting point A to B, like this column vector. Now we'll come to this vector. This -3, -5. What does that mean? Top value is negative, therefore leftward movement. Bottom value is also negative, that means downward movement. That means you have to top value -3, move leftward by 3, and move bottom value is -5, then move downward by 5. Then we will see this is the starting point A. Then move first, top value is -3, move leftward by 3. 1, 2, 3. Bottom value is -5, move downward by 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 here. This is end point. Now this is the vector. This, we went from A to B, then direction of the vector shows by this arrow, putting the arrow towards A to from A to B. Now see this vector, we went from A to B, put arrow from A to B. Here also like that, we went from A to put the arrow from A to B. That is how the column vectors are. Right now this will be helpful for you to understand how to use the column vectors on a coordinate plane to determine the positions of the image points when you are given the position of the object point. Right. Now we will go for illustrations of translations. We will see how to translate a given object, original figure. Now come to this one. Here, this example 1. In the example 1, you have a triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. Here you get the translation vector 4, 6. When you are given the original triangle, this original triangle is called the object triangle. This is the object. This is the translation vector. Normally the question is, they may ask, question may ask, translate triangle ABC by the vector 4, 6. Like that question can be worded. Question can be couched in that way, right? Then now this is the object, original figure given, figure to be translated. After this is translated, you get another figure like that. That is called image. Then image is the figure after translation. Object is the figure before the translation, right? Now we will see how we can translate this triangle ABC by this vector. Now in the definition of translations, we told that the translation maps all object points ABC here. Because it's a triangle, it is enough to translate just 3 points, 3 angle points, 3 vertices to get the image, right? Then translation maps all object points onto image point, corresponding image points along parallel straight lines which are equal in length. Now we will translate, to get the translation image of this, we translate each of these 3 points separately. Now we will go to get the image of A first of all. To get the image of A should be translated by this vector. You can see how this point is translated. Now look at what does this vector say. Top value is 4. Top value represents rightward or leftward movement. Top value is positive. If it is positive, rightward movement. 6 is the bottom value. Bottom value represents upward or downward movement. Then the bottom value positive means it is upward movement. Then 4 rightward, 6 upwards. Therefore you have to move this 4 units rightward and 6 units upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. This is the image of A. We will call it A dash. Normally image points are denoted by dash letters. Keep in your mind that, right? Now we'll go to C. We will translate this also by 4 rightwards, 6 upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. That is the image of C. We will call it C dash, right? Now we will translate B also by this vector. 4 rightward, 6 upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B dash, right? Then we have the corresponding object points, corresponding image points onto which these object points were mapped. Now we can, by joining the corresponding image points, you can draw the triangle. That is the image. Okay, this is object, this is image, denoted by I. Okay, now we will see how this point B is translated, mapped onto B1 along this straight line. You may remember in the illustration we say all object points in translations, all object points are mapped onto corresponding image points along parallel straight lines. Then this B is mapped onto B1 along this straight line. Now A is mapped onto A1 along this straight line. Now C is mapped onto C1 along this straight line. Now these lines are parallel according to the definition, and they are equal in length also, right? Now okay, but you don't have to draw these lines in your examination question, if they ask you to translate triangle ABC by the vector 4, 6, then you have to draw only the image diagram by translating each point, displacing each point by this vector. Now here onwards I am not going to draw these lines, but just the image, right? Okay. Now look at this example 2. This triangle DEF is to be translated by the vector -3, -4. -3, -4. What do we mean by -3, -4? Look, the top value is -3. Top value represents rightward or leftward movement. If the top value is negative, it's leftward movement. Therefore, you have to go from, if you want to find the image of D, you have to go from D leftward by 3 like this. Then look at this one. Look at bottom value. Bottom value represents upward or downward movement. If the bottom value is negative, it's a downward movement. Therefore, if you want to go get the image of D, you have to move downward by 4 like this. Now we will see what this says. Move leftward by 3 and downward by 4. Then if you want to get the position of the image of D, you have to move leftward by 3, downward by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, this is D. Leftward by 3, downward by 4. D dash, we call it D dash. Normally image points are denoted dash dash. Let us write. Okay. Now we will see how to get the image of E. Image of E also you have to follow the same way here. You have to translate by this vector. This vector again, this top value -3, you have to move leftward by 3, downward by 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, this is the point of image of E. Call it E dash. Then to get this image of F also, you have to move leftward by 3, downward by 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, this is the image of F dash. Image of F. Let's call F dash. Right. Now we can draw the image of this. Right. Now in an examination, if you are asked to translate a figure by the vector, this is how we have to answer. No need of drawing these lines. These lines were drawn in the first example to illustrate the definition of this translations. Translation maps all object points along parallel straight lines to corresponding image points, and those parallel lines are equal. That is why these lines were drawn by me, to explain illustrate that definition. Now here we don't want to do that, because this is how we have to answer. Just translate each point and get the image and leave it. Right? No need of drawing these lines. Now third example, we'll go to example 3. Right. Now we will see here. Triangle PQR is to be translated by the vector 0, -8. 0 means top value. Top value 0 means there's no rightward or leftward movement. Only there's -8 represents the downward movement. Downward, then you have to move downward movement is 8 units. You have to move every point only downward by 8 units. There's no leftward or rightward movement. Then to determine the image of this P, move this point P by 8 units downward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. P dash. Then Q, move Q also downward by 8, because this bottom value is -8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. That is Q dash. Then R, move R also downward by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. R dash. Right, now we have all the image points. right? This object, this image, object here also image, right? Now we will go to the next example. Example 4. You have the object triangle here KLM. It should be translated by the vector -7 0. -7 0. -7 0 represents what? -7 is the top value, rightward or leftward movement. Top value is negative, therefore it's leftward movement. Bottom value is 0, therefore there is no bottom value represents the upward or downward movement. Bottom value is 0 means there is no any upward or downward movement. Only leftward movement is to be made for each point. Now see, let's go to K and move K leftward by 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 here K dash. Then L also is moved because this top value is negative. There is no downward movement or upward movement, only leftward movement. As the 7 is negative. 1 2 3. To get the image of L, you have to move L also by 7 units leftward. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Sorry, L you have to move only by 7 units. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7. Sorry. Then L dash. Then M. We have to move M also by 7 units leftward. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. M dash. Right, we found all image points of this KLM and we can draw the triangle. This object, this is image. This is the original figure, it was translated this figure, then this is the figure after translation, it is image. This is the object, it was translated into this figure, this is the original figure, or this is the figure after translation, this is image. Okay, right. So this is how you translate figures by vectors. Then today's video ends with that, and tomorrow also we will meet with another video. This translation lesson is not over. Then tomorrow we will meet with another video on translations. Then that will discuss some more important points. Thank you so much. Watch this video several times and try to gain the best from this video, and subscribe the channel and press the bell icon also to get the notifications of new videos. Thank you so much.